Looky, looky, who's got a cookie? Here today on Crypto Comics, it's Silver Sable and the Wild Pack, #1 from June 1992. This is the very first issue of a Silver Sable comic ever made, and it occurred on the 30th anniversary of The Amazing Spider-Man, who happens to guest star in this comic book, along with our good friend the Sandman. I love the Sandman. I think Sandman and the Absorbing Man and Mysterio are three of my favorite Spider-Man villains. But anyway, this is how it all begins. Lick this. Doesn't taste very good, does it? That's because it's made of paper. Real sweet tarts, however, come in 6 explosive flavors so powerful they'll send shockwaves shooting through your tongue into your brain, triggering a reaction from your mouth. Something like, wow! I hate sweet tarts. So anyways, let's see what Stan Lee presents in this Silver Sable and the Wild Pack. #1. Relentlessly trained in multiple forms of hand-to-hand and armed combat, Silver Sable was destined to inherit the command of her father's professional soldier unit, the Wild Pack. Under the auspices of Silver Sable International, she has since transformed them into the ultimate mercenary combat force, now the economic foundation of her beloved homeland, Symkaria. Stan Lee presents Silver Sable and the Wild Pack. Symkaria, a small Balkan state whose economic well-being depends primarily on the actions of one woman, Silver Sable. She and her organization, Silver Sable International, are the cornerstone of the country's revenue. Their business is far from conventional. They are an unparalleled mercenary combat unit, specializing in the apprehension of wanted felons and the recovery of stolen property. Written by Gregory Wright, penciled by Stephen Butler, and inked by Jim Sanders III. Silver Sable was created by Tom DeFalco and Ron Frenz. The mercenaries in Sable's employ are known as the Wild Pack. The spectrum of clientele ranges from wealthy individuals to entire nations. Silver Sable is a woman who demands nothing less than perfection in her operations, and nothing prevents her from reaching her objectives. The impact drives the air from his lungs. As it stands, he'll drown in seconds. He should have learned to dive. It could have saved his life. In the forest, more amateurs. Out in the open, disregarding the use of camouflage, no surprise they can't hit a moving target, not even with automatic weapons. A couple of my chai will keep them out of my way. Apparently, I've misjudged the constitution of my swimming partner. Darling, I'd like a bit more of your crack. This one seems to have a tolerance for pain. Every man has his limit, and I've never had trouble finding it. Silver baby, you can't get past 3 of us. I detest unfounded arrogance, and I do not appreciate being called baby. She's kicking our butts. I believe I've wasted more time than I's always been partial to tackling a woman from behind. I'm sure. I had assumed your brain was in your skull. My mistake. Eesh! I won't let it happen again. You'll have to excuse me. I have a victory to claim. Not so fast, Silver. Sandman, did you really believe I wouldn't find a pile of sand a little unusual in a forest? Oh, I didn't think. Obviously you didn't think. Let's not make a habit out of it. Lorna, Uncle Morty. Here we have this German broad. That was disgraceful. How do any of you expect to become a Wild Pack? It wasn't even a proper exercise session for Fraulein Sable. You have to shout so loud, Lorna? They won't listen otherwise, Morty. Please accept my apologies for their disgraceful performance, Fraulein. I will send them all back where they came. I want to keep the one with the ponytail. Paul? Nein, he is Schweinhund. Und with his background, I should think he withstood 3 of my attacks. He stays. So then later on, she's getting a rub down, and it turns out that her niece, Anna, is being kidnapped by Hydra. Bum, bum, bum. Has there been any financial offering for this situation? No, I'm not running a charity. Next. Anna's family, so you'll make an exception? We are discussing business, not personal concerns. Next. But this is your own blood, Silver. You don't even care? Your father even... My father is dead because he cared. I've learned from and will not be repeating his mistakes. Next. I'm such a bitch, but secretly, I have a sensitive heart for Roger Clemens from the Red Sox. And for my niece, Anna. Night falls around Castle Sable as a lone stealth craft launches into the darkness. I'm cursed to repeat my father's mistakes. Morty and Anna are my only living relatives, and I do care, more than I can afford to. Mother died trying to keep me from following in Father's footsteps. Her death gave me more determination than ever to help him hunt down Nazi war criminals with his wild pack. He taught me everything he knew. Never let it get personal. It'll make you sloppy, he said, but it was all personal. He cared about all of it. That's what killed him. Trefkov waited for the sloppiness. Then he vanished. I will find him and take my revenge, but not today. Today is for Anna. I'm going after her, Morty. She won't like it, Sandman. I know it, but she gave me a shot when I didn't deserve one. I gotta watch her back. Hours later, Cranewood School for Girls, Northampton, Long Island. Silver Sable is not the first to arrive. Stealthcraft's in cloaking mode. I should be able to go in undetected. Demands from Hydra terrorists are reaching around the world. They're requiring the release of 27 separate international criminals of the various states. Parker, Peter, the Bugle didn't send us all the way up here to daydream. I want you to be ready for... Oh, I'm sorry, Joy. I'm just trying to see through this crowd. I can't get a clear shot from here. I'm going to try for a better angle. Bye. Peter, wait, I'll be right back. Stay here so I can find you. Peter just happens to be there to cover this for the Bugle. And so he's going to help Silver Sable break into the place and save these schoolgirls. 2 guards, heavily armed. He's seen me. Incoming, heads up. I'd hoped to do this quietly. Bracka, 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 bracka. Oof. Bracka, 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 bracka. A woman? Ha! She will bleed to death at our feet. Baron von Skyver hates women, and he will not have women in Hydra. I'd also hoped to abstain from any killing. Some things can't be avoided. Shots! Those came from the roof. And so, of course, she doesn't want any help from Peter, but Peter's not going to take that. He's here to help anyways, whether she likes it or not. Inside, those shots came from the roof. Andre, check it out and keep constant contact. Yes, Lieutenant. Local SWAT teams are standing ready while police helicopters are... Let's see what's happening around back. Holmes, Yo-Yo, any action on the dark side of the moon? Negative. Regardless, I think it's time we show them we mean business. Kill one of the girls and throw her out the window for the police to see. Any more delaying tactics on their part, and we do it again. No, Anna, help me! Sarah! Heartless swine. I never should have left Simcaria. Never. Meanwhile, hall's clean. Proceeding to roof. My, what a big gun you have. You know what they say about the size of a man's gun? The bigger they are, the harder I hit. You idiot! Andre! Ah! You are ruining my operation. Sorry, so shoot me. Don't tempt me. Now they know we're here. We've lost the advantage. What's happening, Andre? Leave it to Spider-Man to screw it up. So the Wild Pack's riding in over the Atlantic Ocean. You know, pal, you were the only recruit chosen for Silver's elite squadron. Thank you, Sandman. I'm sure your recommendation was a help. Hey, Silver Sable International does pay a headhunter's fee. That silver's quite a slice of pie. I'm gonna have to have me some of you. You talk like that around the boss lady, and you'll get sliced. We'll see. You a betting man? When the odds are stacked in my favor, how about $10,000? And I'll bet with the house. You're wrong. First I'll take the house, then your grand. Yeah? Now let's get them Hydra varmints. He's actually talking like this. It's actually written like this. This isn't just me being silly. And so, of course, Silver Sable breaks in. She starts kicking some Hydra lackey ass big time. Spider-Man's crawling down the walls, getting ready to help, breaking through the window. The Wild Pack drops down from their hovercraft. And, of course, they crash right in. More fighting. More fighting. He's really mad, and, of course, he's going to use Anna as a hostage to get himself out of there. Being made of sand sure speeds up infiltration. Sable's pack seems to be mopping up the place. But where's Silver? I won't let anything happen to her. Good man, you're such a good reformed criminal, Sandman. Then, of course, you get a big thwam, and they burst through the door. You get one warning. Let the girl go now, or... Dimitri? Why in the name of God are you associating with Hydra? Silver Sable. I cannot imagine what brings you here. Aunt Silver! Well, well. Let's just say it was an unbelievable career opportunity, Aunt Sable. Now, you wouldn't kill a former lover who has your niece in so precarious a position, would you? Sable bang this guy? Like the dude with the U-Hawk that he's growing out like he's Hogan? And the spit catcher that tries to make him feel like he's still youthful? Get real. I'm not buying that for a second. But of course, Spider-Man and Sandman have her back, and so they're going to kick some serious butt, and of course, they're going to win. As you can see, I might kill a former lover who kisses and tells, if someone paid me enough. We got all them rascals rounded up, sugar. Did I hear you right? You and a terrorist? I do hope y'all practice safe. Don't say it, pal. I can change my mind about you anytime. That's what I'm betting on. Ting. Outside later. Looks like we really came through on this one, eh, Silver? I was worried, so naturally... Sandman? Oh, Aunt Silver, I was so scared. What? But then you came and rescued me. I absolutely hate it here. Take me back to Simcaria with you. Take me back. Cease this undignified sniveling, Anna. You will remain here. I'm laying out thousands for the finest education for you. You will do as I say while you're a minor, without complaint. She's like Aunt Becky from Full House. She's laying out those thousands to keep her in school even though she's not smart enough to be there. And you, me, you and those with you will not only be docked 2 weeks' salary, but fined as well. Fined? Why? We came all the way to recklessly endanger yourselves on an unofficially sanctioned mission, waste fighter fuel and ammunition. And you, Sandman, will now be docked 3 weeks' pay. Care to try for further disciplinary action, big boy? Sheesh. Well, come on. We do have paying assignments waiting. Next, Big Guns, Part 1, Gatling's Guns. This is a fun little read. It was light. You know, very, very light, I would say. Perfect for some kid that's 10 to 13 years old. Nothing too heavy. Nothing overcomplicated. Mainly what you're looking for when you write a first issue of a comic book. Though I wish we would have got more backstory, you know. The simple little backstory here. I mean, just, you know, summed up, I guess, you know, in 5 panels. You can do that if you want. I would have preferred, you know, 2 to 5 pages to really tell me the evolution of Silver Sable. You know, maybe show her mother and father being killed, and then show her training like Bruce Wayne did in Batman Begins to become the Silver Sable, the leader of a hit team of mercenaries. That would have been nice. I guess Peter was all right in there as a co-star. It was okay. But, you know, I didn't need that necessarily. I think the Sandman is enough. He's a cool enough character. But anyways, that's Silver Sable and the Wild Pack, number 1. We're going to come back tomorrow on Crypto Comics with another beautiful foil cover comic. So please give us a like. Please subscribe. Hit that ding-dong for notifications. And don't be afraid to pick up Legends of the Lone Wolf, now on Indiegogo. Written by yours truly and a few other awesome guys.